Welcome to Nevermind The Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind The Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous grant, gift, whatever you want to call it. We're sponsored by IndieCD.org. Yes, the Independent Creator Directory. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, podcasters. Yes, now podcasters, editors, proofreaders. If you have a dream you're trying to make happen, they are the place to go. Now, if you want to be established online and not afraid of your interference and issues from where you're hosted, well, this is a great place too. It's very one-time payment ran by a guy named Joe Bachman. If you don't know Joe, you're going to get introduced to him at the end of my spiel because he tells you about IndieCD.org better than I do. But we're also made possible by sales of, the Big Stompy Robots core rulebook and all the novels and stuff attached to this wonderful universe designed to let you game and have fun and blow things up. And that's going to be a repeating theme for today's conversation, folks, because let's just say my accountability is a little spicier than usual. We're also made possible by the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. My ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals to teach you the ways to learn about and handle medieval Renaissance weaponry for all those times you wanted to be your own hero. To have that kind of experience, to build the confidence. It's written in plain English with stick figure diagrams and is made to just elevate folks as a great starting point. It's tied to the Historical Fencing Guild, a group I'm proud to run, and I've run for a very long time, that teaches people to sword fight and the confidence that comes from that knowledge. Now, we should get into accountability. We had two major defining news bits that have affected my accountability and what's been going on lately. First and foremost, we got hit with the heat wave. And just because of our location being western facing and all the sun, we got plastered with about 113 Uh, and one of my air conditioners got a little funky, so it got rather warm. We had instances where cooling showers were needed, and we actually had to leave the house. So that has been a bit of a bane on us and stuff that had to be dealt with. And there is the other bit of information, sort of the elephant in the room today. So yeah, Wednesday, Wednesday at about 2:30, the Benton County sheriffs raided one of my neighbors' homes while he was away. I believe he was in custody elsewhere at that time. Full tactical raid over an hour and some change, during the course of which they removed firearms and drugs from his home, and they also removed what was listed as a explosive device. The sheriff of my county came to my door to inform us that there should be no fear, but they are going to have the techs come and remove said device. And I want to put a big thank you to Sheriff Cox for that. So I decided it was in the wisest, just the wisest case in such for safety to remove myself, my son, and my cats from the property for a few hours and let that settle down. It's been tough because that neighbor was someone I consider a friend. For the last 5 years, a lot of people don't know this, but I spent the first about 2 years basically down here, basically shut in, because during my time down here in 2019, I fell asleep going 70 miles an hour mid conversation with my wife, and I was diagnosed with situational narcolepsy. Sorry, last few days have been a little rough on me. And while they figured that out, I couldn't leave the home. And during that time, my nerves degraded to the point where my hands became completely useless, to the point where I could not hold a pencil anymore, let alone, I could barely feed myself with traditional gear. During that time, the only person outside of my wife that I got to, and my son that I got to speak with regular was my neighbor. And he helped us mow the lawns, he helped us fix things, and yeah, he was up all night. I just figured he was a night owl, and he had some shady friends. Has some, well, I'm not sure about his situation, but had anyone asked me, I said he is a good guy. And I did watch him get politicized and watch him get upset. And I didn't know how much. And I wish him the best, because in every story there are multiple sides, and it's very easy to lash out. It would be very easy for me to go, oh my God, you endangered me and mine. It would be easy to hate somebody like that, but I try not to, because I know he needed medical help and he needed mental health, and I hope at bare minimum they will address some of his medical issues while he is being processed and possibly, likely incarcerated. But I want to thank the people who reached out to me to make sure me and my family were okay during that time. During times of trouble, and I mentioned this to Don Dulas in the chats. Uh, it is my tendency and my training and my nature at this point, where emotions do not factor in. I switch off all of that and I go to dealing with the problem at hand for as long as I have to. It's a mode of survival that uh, dovetails into, uh, being vigilant to the line of where hypervigilance lives and a few other things. It's a survival trait. Uh, I become very mechanical, very professional. We solve the problem. And then days or weeks later, when everything is calm, I then deal with the emotional and, all the background stuff. That's how I deal with stuff. And so that's kind of where I am right now. I'm at that point where I'm distant enough that it's relatively safe, and I am dealing with that. Uh, it has, interfered with some of my plans because he was helping me fix my yard up, and there's some practicalities that have to be dealt with, but we have to. This is why I talk about kindness, and I talk about being there and trying. You know, you can't save everybody, but you got to try. And I had tried to help him being positive, and I thought progress was being made. There were other things that happened I did not know about. But we are okay, and we are progressing. It did make me really think about my processes, and in the coming days, I'll be making some lifestyle changes that I need to make. But I need to be better about tending my lawn and readjust my sleep pattern to deal with the current weather situations. But when we go through something like this, when something scary happens, you deal with it to the best of your ability at the time, and then you worry about the emotions later. And I'm, like I said, I'm going through that. I am prone to a very isolated in presence lifestyle. And the fact that this hit me the way it did makes me both realize that and realize how much I appreciate you, the assorted people in the chat, the folks who I know personally, good folks like Brian K. Morris and Carl Witzman and Don Dulas and Donna and the whole chat that's probably going right now. I haven't looked into the chat yet. And, the kids I'm able to be of service to over in Fowler, like Alec. Hi, Alec, if you're here. It was not good because I spent an hour before the announcement watching the raid out my window. So I got to see the armed gentleman, and I was able to keep it from my son, keep him calmed, because that was not the time to try to leave the house to get to the vehicle to leave the area. It was best to stay down and keep an eye on things and just stay copacetic. So that's where I stand on that. The heat in here made it so hot I could not fire up my computer without it overheating. It was, in the hundreds of degrees, and I certainly wasn't going to sit here and swelter. So I am a little behind. I will be proofreading The I have my proofreading copy. I'm going through it, making the changes to Through the Thinning Veil. That is coming down the pipe. I don't think I'll make it in the deadline to have print copies at LibraryCon, but like I said, I did not expect this week to do what it does. I do need to sit in the next few days and do a significant amount of drawing, so I will probably be doing that as my mood protests. Now, in an announcement, I do want to remind folks I am not having a stream Monday. I'm not having a stream Monday because that is my birthday and I have some family obligations related to my birthday to attend to. So I will be attending to those. I apologize for any inconvenience that causes you guys and any displeasure. But come Wednesday, we'll be back and we'll be running a little more normal. And I do apologize if my energy seems a little off from what it normally is on a given broadcast. I'll warm back up into it. We have to process these things, and we have to talk about them, and we have to go through our experiences. And like I always say, I show my scars. I wear them open so folks who have scars of their own don't feel alone. And I realize just how odd it's gotten. So I want you guys to see that. I don't want to ever project that a lot of people come online, the vast majority come on with this perfect persona, their hair and makeup is perfect, their fashion is forward, their lives look great, and it can intimidate and it can depress people. And I would far rather go, look, here I am, warts and all. Does that make me more vulnerable? Absolutely. But I think we need more of it. We need less artifice, and we need more mercy and more forgiveness, and we need more trying to help folks. And we can't keep trucking in the style of arrogance. So yeah, if you praying for my neighbor would be appreciated, because we're okay for now. I don't know what kind of weird ramifications are going to come out of this. There's always weird ramifications, but that's a sick man who deserves a lot of pity and hopefully can get some help. He was supposed to have help and it was not provided. So, with that, coming into this weekend, I hope to catch up on what I'm behind on, either in the overnight hours or in the early hours. Prepping for my birthday and Labor Day coming up. I am very excited about that because I will have guests, and frankly, I could use some time lost at the Earl Park Festival in lovely Earl Park, Indiana. It's a bluegrass festival. I think that's what started. I don't know. It got kind of weird during pandemic, but it's sort of like somebody squished all the fun parts of a fair and a swap meet and just the world's biggest yard sale all into one single item. And you got that. So excuse me, pardon me, folks. That's coming down the pipe. Beyond that, I'm progressing all through the Thinning Veil. I need to do some formatting issues. Actually, I'm fighting that for Paul Bunyan. Hates and Hellfire is plucking along quite well. At least it was. Either a power tool was involved. My son is impersonating a duck, or some other type of fowl has entered my house. But it's Friday, so Mandy's home, so I'm not going to worry about that, although it was a very strange sound to hear. With all that, I've gone a little late in my chat. Thank you guys for allowing me that brief interlude of therapeutic introspection. And, you know, we're supposed to do unto others as we'd want done unto us. So instead of being furious, I'm trying to be better. It's probably not popular right now. I'll probably catch all kinds of heck for it, but that's what I think we're supposed to do. And for things that are good for you to do, we're gonna run an ad real quick, and then we'll get to your stuff, and I'll be back in my normal juju. Just a second, mojo, not juju. You know what I mean.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with the Independent Creator Directory, and we're going to talk about what is the Independent Creators Directory today. Well, this was created so that creators of various disciplines could have a space to list links to their works to promote themselves and also promote other creators that they know. This also gives them a way of having all their links stored so that if by chance they get the ban hammer from any of the major social media networks, they still have a place they can send people to be able to look at what they've created. To become a member, just go to indiecd.org, click on Become a Member in the top right. It's a $20 lifetime fee that also includes updates to your page whenever you have new works that come out. All you have to do is contact me. I am the one that sets up your page for you. I am also the one that does all the updates for you. You'll also have access to the back end for a blog if you're wanting that feature. And I can also grant you access to the calendar to be able to add in any events that you may be going to. For any other questions you may have, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook page, or by emailing me at jbachman@indiecd.org. Thank you and have a great day.
Too, Joe. Let's get through the chat because that's where it's at, and that's what you guys are here for. So, Alex Creations, first thing through the door. Good morning, Alec. I hope you're well. Can't stay today, so I'm dropping my like. Been a busy week. Also, happy early birthday, Nick. Thank you, Alec. I could use it this year. Before I go, no accountability, but I am going to Civil War reenactment tomorrow. And there's going to be sword fighting event there as well. Wonderful. That sounds great. Now we are not far from Lafayette, where they have Feast of the Hunter's Moon, which anyone who's in the area should go at least once. It's a grand little adventure, and they do some of that. I'd love to know more about the event you're going to. So I'm going to take a ton of pictures for references. It's fun to watch live. Oh, yes. Hey, Alex, sounds like you're going to have a good time. Hi, Donna. Yeah, these events I go to a lot. They're always fun with the roar and in the roaring heat or snow. Makes it more realistic. I haven't been to any, but I love hearing from folks who have. Well, Donna, seriously, Feast of the Hunter's Moon is not terribly expensive, and given where Danville is and Lafayette, it's not that far. What you do is you have the option to either park nearby, or there's a parking lot in Lafayette. You can park and take a bus in that will bus you right to the area. I can't remember the price, but they had a lot going on. It really, really is quite worth it. I used to do medieval reenactment, and it's getting on time where we're actually coming up close to the little tiny festival that's held in Michigan City every year, Pioneer Days. I'll have to ask when that is. Because there's a gem among, they have candle dipping and a horse-drawn wagon ride and ceramics painting and the hugest, most massive kettle corn. But they also have a gentleman who does pewter casting, and he has you know, pewter miniatures, which I've collected for many years. You can't find them as much as they used to, so my collection is probably a little more rare. But he has a mold of Robin Hood from the 1600s, an actual one that's been in use since then. And I have a couple of them tucked away that were made on a literal medieval mold. So it's very cool. I think that thing is like $2 a person or $3 a person to get in. So I know it's a bit of a pricey thing. And then the different things have different low prices. And the Pioneer Days is held at Creek Ridge County Park on 400 in Michigan City. Speaking of upcoming events, before I get into it, and reenactments loud, but wow, feels so real. I bet. Don't forget September 9th, folks. Benton County Public Library LibraryCon, where myself, Carl Witzman, Donna, Carleen, and Brian T. Morse, and Cookie, and my lovely wife, and Xander, and I'm not sure who else may be coming. It's been being handled on the library side of things, and it sort of slipped my mind. Be sure to show up there. But some of them even fall off the horses to act dead. I don't want to fall off a horse. I have very mixed opinions on horses. Now that's commitment. I've fallen off horses. Not fun. Hello, and hi, Donna. Hi, Carl. Hope you folks are having a great day. It's not I've fallen off a horse with the saddle falling right off with me. Someone didn't put it on right. Oh, no. A loose girth strap is a terrible thing. Hi, Donna. Hi, Carl. Everybody's getting greeted. I'm sorry, I was distracted by a kitten wanting to play fetch the mouse toy. I understand that. Hello, Alec and Carleen Gal. I usually rode bareback. Always remember to hold on to the mane. Okay, I'm going to let that fall. Wow, bareback was hard for me. Mainly because I have high anxiety and stress, and horses don't like that. No, they kind of go for a chill. Accountability, yes. Did a little writing yesterday, but this heat and sinuses have fried my brain fried a bit. That's what's been happening to me. I cannot function in high heat. And it has been high heat, and because of a couple things I haven't been able to go deal with. Well, I'm stuttering pretty bad today. I'm sorry about that, folks. Even going out last night in the heat didn't help. Although I went about a mile in the van with the AC running. Let's see. So is somebody taking me to El Toro for lunch today? Oh, my. I was hoping somebody might be taking me. Okay, so you guys are going to El Toro. That sounds fun. You're a good woodsman, dude. Where are the rest of our normal Friday reprobates? Well, I figure, given how late, at least Don Dulas had to be up with Dan Hallfield for Last Man Standing, because I saw just a little bit of that. They probably will rattle in here late, and that's okay. Oh, wait, I don't have to go early. I have a class at 11. Oh, okay. Dumb moment. We all have those. They have about 3 minutes with someone, dude. And they better drop their likes. Yes, guys, I know this isn't normal content, but please like, share, and subscribe to this channel so I can keep promoting great authors and creatives. And I realized I think I've missed a commercial break, so I'm going to run one real quick. Let me see. when the world gets spooky, you read a spookier story to feel balanced. And the Mad Gasser series by Carl Witzman is surprisingly good for that exact energy. 2 minutes, says Carl, which means I'm only a half hour behind. Oh, boy. I was up at the crack of dawn for this. Yeah, I've been up since 6 this morning. Oh, you too? Woke up at 6. That was way too early for me. Calvin decided that 4:47 was late enough for me to sleep. Here it comes. Yep. I am now, and now Callie's asleep under my chair, and I'm still awake. What the heck? Maybe you'll be able to stay on late. Oh, good morning, Dawn. I'm glad you made it. We got more greetings, more greetings, more greetings, more greetings, my auroral friend. Huh. Ah, yes, Nick's Spicy Country Life. Yeah. As Sherlock Holmes said, more villainy occurs out in the country than even the worst parts of the city. It's nice to help. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. For 5 years, he was a good neighbor. In fact, I came back from a visit. I went on a trip to Lafayette. Oh, God. A week or two ago, and I really overdid it. I went by myself, overdid it. I got out of the car, and the paralysis in my leg acted up, and I dropped. And a sound came out of me. I can't describe it as a scream or a squeak. I don't know. But he was running off coyotes and trying to come get me to make sure I was okay. Like I said, to find that out about him, it's troubling. But like I said, I'm gonna keep praying for him because he still gets a trial date, and I just hope his world can improve. Morning, all. Morning, Joe. I'll run your ad in a little bit. Hey, Joe. Good morning, all. Listening while driving back to the office. Well, glad I've got your ear. Happy Joby. Happy early birthday, and don't worry about us. We'll live. I appreciate it, folks. Alex says, "Oh, me, the teens and tweens have a thing for you on D&D night. We're going to include the littles if they're there." Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you. You don't have to do anything for me. I'm just the goofball who comes around running games. But I appreciate it. Accountability. Working on a plan for rendering animations. Trying to get this 2-second animation done before Saturday's show. 2-second animation. Okay. Morning at Carl Witzman and Donna at Donna Carleen. And we got greetings, so it's greetings, and we got greetings. Yes, love the Earl Park Festival. It really is a wonderful event, and most of the town has yard sales. It's just cool. One moment. Get off my cables. Freaking ant. Anyway, very large ants. Needing a break from life to get some kettle corn that I don't need with my braces. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Kettle corn is amazing, though, especially literally they stir it with like a boat paddle in a giant kettle, and they make cracklings if that's your thing. It's really a good time. Actually, that just came up the pipe, your belch. Point. Sorry about that. My PT time was adjusted today, so I'm off a bit on my morning schedule. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't you hate when things get scrubbed? Good for you to take the high ground, Nick. It's the only thing I can do. I mean, I have spent a lot of time discussing the perils of the way politics is being presented. And I'm not even talking, this isn't about the details or the personas or even the policies. We have to stop weaponizing anger politics, okay? Because all it's going to do is lead people down destructive roads. This should be a discussion. This should be us trying to make life better for each other, not what it's become. Later or earlier in the day. I really do not like the sound of my voice being recorded, LOL. I hate mine with a passion, so I understand, Joe. Later, by an hour, and yes, that can throw me off. Yes. Whatever, Graves. Sounds like the reenactments are coming back. I used to set up as a sketch artist in Settlers Row and make good money at those. That's cool. I love setting up, and I got because my presents were ordered on Amazon, I got a present or two early for my birthday that will help. And when it gets close for probably Wednesday, I'll show off some of the cool stuff I got. Because I got some cool stuff that just came in a little early and might be useful. Hey, Grey Wolf. Joby, nobody likes their own voice recorded. I have to hear it multiple times a week. Haha. Hello, Grey Wolf. Oh, yes, Dawn. Any schedule change throws us off. We're like cats. I hate my voice over phone calls. It doesn't sound like my voice. I don't know that one. I'll pop back in a few. Okay, you do what you got to do, Dawn. Dawn goes off for a torch. She might literally be popping her back. Gray says, and it's good to see Gray, by the way. My eldest son was with me at the Bridgeport, Alabama reenactment in about 2007. Someone fired a cannon and scared the heck out of him. Oh, wow, Greg, says Alec. I was born in 2007. Oh, God. That was 7 years after I graduated high school. Oh, God. Okay. Watch me age and wither before you. I get scared every time. The Lookout Mountain reenactments were held at Sequoia Caverns in Alabama. They fired a cannon made from a World War II German 88 barrels, set off car alarms at Fort Payne, 50 miles away. Wow. Our neighbor is helpful. He reported me for too many weeds to the city. Now I have till September 4th to clean it up. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I actually was out. I got my med, and I can't eat anything after I take my first med. So I was out clipping the longer weed and tree things down at like 7 for, come out, go. Oh, it's hot. I'm going to go back in. Come out, go, sip some more. That's going to be my future for basically the next few weeks. Let's see. Joe says, okay, finally back at the office. Well, I'm glad you're safe, Joe, and I hope you get some air conditioning. Well, we all appreciate you, Nick. We want to do something for you as you put up with us, jokes and reference, and you too a lot. Referring to what us. Thank you. Accountability. The second episode of Independent Creator Directory Podcast has been recorded, uploaded to Spotify. It will be released on Monday, August 28th at 7 a.m. Well, guys, why don't you plan on taking the slot where you normally listen to my program and instead hop on Spotify and listen to Joe? Hoping to keep that schedule for future podcasts. Sounds good. I was Oh. Carl says, I was 48 when Alec was born. Call me Grandpa Carl. Yeah. I've been out early in the morning chopping weeds. Fun. Yeah. Lamau Carl. And Alex says that his mom is 73 and still going strong. Good morning and happy Friday. Happy Friday, Cindy Koepp. I got to run an ad. And because I said I would, and then we'll talk. We'll hear what Cindy has to say. And
hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show, Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe, for being on the show. And it's really neat to hear the background on what you're doing and where you're going. I feel that way for everybody who comes on. Hey, Cindy. Link to the podcast can be found at indiecd.org page. You need something else to do after listening to the episode because there's only about 12 minutes long. Well, that's a great start. Hey, Cindy. Hey, yo. Now, see, I'm hoping we could get Dan Hollifield on a podcast. I think he needs to set up one because that would be great. And we're coming up on a big weekend, and with fall coming up, how are you guys feeling about it? You guys staying safe in this heat? Is it helping create? I'm sorry. I'm a little sleepy today. Oh, and thank you, Cindy. Currently, Go Get Books currently available about big stompy robots wielding simple spears and fighting axes with simple swords. Yes. My books, that I have a series of books. I have a couple series of books now. Wow. They're very good. They're a lot of fun. I intend to do some actual commercials. I may make some commercials for my own stuff. Egads, I know. But I hope you guys can support it, and your financial support is much appreciated. And I'm going to hop to this one real quick. Got to go. I have class. Love you all. Stay cool. Stay safe. Love you too, Alex. Stay safe. Reach out if you need anything. You know how to get a hold of me. Nick's Artist at deviantart.com/NickT. It's been there 20 years. There's a lot to do, and I'm due for a big upload, so expect that when I get to it. Gotta go. Okay, we got that. Have a good day, Alec. Good day, Alec. Patreon.com/The Historical Fencing Guild to support Nick teaching people to be safely dangerous. Yes, I will be working much more on my facilities to do just that. It's a good thing we try to do. It's a good time to help people and learning and being able to live a good life and having the confidence to face your problems. It's just really remarkable. I think it's a grand adventure. And go to Patreon. Okay, we're there. Tune into Nevermind The Furthermore today at 9 a.m. Yep, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, and tune into the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7 p.m. Yep, we have a lot of sword stuff to talk about. I had plans for it that are a little derailed. We'll see if I can't set some things up between now and then, depending on how I'm feeling. I may need a nap, folks. And thank you for that. Yeah, I do have a lot of art to do, and with me not having to do one of the thumbnails, I'll probably use that time to do my commission work and knock that out. I may just do that at some point today. I don't know. It's, again, based on how I am feeling. But tonight we'll be talking about swords and gear and what's coming down the pipe. I'm excited because the Thrown Weapons Rage is up, and next month I'll be starting practices again, and we'll be having a good time. And I think we need that. And let's see. Oh yeah, Pops is running a Kickstarter to get a Roku platform for the Madness channel, so that is right there too. Let's see what else is going on. I know Nita's involved in all sorts of crowdfunding things. Daphne has some Ego Raven related materials up crowdfunding, and there's a lot going on. Everyone's quite busy. I'm excited for the nearness of several projects. I just have to get over that hump, and getting steamed. Amazon.com/store/Brian K. Morris, author, and that's his stuff for his Amazon site, which Brian's amazing. Maybe Donna will hold off on her exciting story until you're in the other room, Nick. I might really appreciate it. I think I will need to hang out in the green room if I can a bit tonight. Today, like I said, this has been trying, and it is hanging heavy on me. Signing up for the Risingtide's newsletter at Risingtide.pub, and support Brian K. Morris over at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Brian's an amazing, I know so many amazing people who are doing such next level things. I mean, Brian's doing all sorts of writing and editing. Kelly Austin is doing, she's got Bishop Kincaid coming out in October. She's got the anthology coming out in 2024. Cindy has more things on the fire than I can even pronounce, and I have to make some purchases from her in the very near future because I have to do some curriculum arrangement, just trying to get some paychecks under me. Let's see, what else does she have? Taking Care of Caregivers, Victoria Adams' book highlighting Job and talking about how to care for the people who care for others. And then you can check out Roel Cruz's art on ArtStation, Roel Cruz. I think he has a Subscribe Star as well, which will probably be mentioned. And I'm pretty sure he has a Deviant Art. And there it is, deviantart.com/Roel Cruz, because I follow him on there. I know normally there's a lot more bounciness. I'm trying, folks. In fact, I'm gonna while Cindy types up her next thing, I'm gonna run an ad actually for Cindy because she's been so wonderful. I think we just need to run an ad for her. If I can find, there it is. And Roel Cruz does have his own art as well. Support Cindy Koepp. It's cool, Nick. We're all worn out this week. Commissioned some Roel Cruz of your art from. See, I knew he had a Subscribe Star. I knew it. See, I do pay attention to the ads I run, even if I'm just clicking on the highlights. And Cindy says, I still have glow-in-the-dark yarn looking for something to do. If you want a small to medium-sized amigurumi glow-in-the-dark yarn, drop me a line and we'll hash out the details. That's wonderful. Folks, reach out to Cindy because she's being really awesome with that. And her amigurumi is fantabulous. I have my lovely manatee who's in the living room, and it has by necessity been named Barbara. Guys, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not feeling terribly good. It is very, very warm in here. I have a splitting headache. And it looks like it's a quiet day. So, what I think I'm going to do is something I very rarely do. And I think you'll forgive me at this time. I think I'm going to call it and just give you guys an early break to get to your lunch because my head is splitting. And I don't want to give you guys less than 100%. So, try. Oh, you're going to try pro typing much better. Go get some rest. Yeah, I think I need a nap. So, guys, keep writing, keep creating, keep doing what you do. I will see you all Wednesday for, well, you'll see me later. And that's the other thing. I have another show to do. I'll see you all later for Nevermind The Furthermore Wednesday. And on the sister channel, I will be running the Historical Fencing Guild live stream. Thanks, guys. And thanks for just being the best bunch of friends a fella could have. You know, I may only see most of you guys as little icons and stuff, but I really do appreciate you being around. With that, keep creating, keep writing, keep drawing, because you can always edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I do love you all. Have a wonderful day. Toodles.